What's going on, everybody? It's yours truly, the Horror God here.
And Sammy Slaughter.
And we're not clowning around. We have a review.
Definitely not.
We have a review here. A review here that you can just laugh at. Today, we will be reviewing the cult sequel, Terrifier 2. You guys ready? Stay tuned. Alright, so this review is different compared to the other ones. This one, after, watching Terrifier, we decided to see Terrifier 2, and boy, this one really shits the bed. This one is crazy. If you're squeamish, I would not watch it.
Do not. If you are literally like a horror fan that's like, oh, I watch horror only on Halloween, like spooky season, do not watch this. I thought it was great. I thought it was one of the best slashers that we have gotten in years.
Not even
since
10 years.
Evil Dead 2013, Evil Dead. I thought that was a great. It wasn't a slasher, but still the gore.
It was a mind fuck.
The gore was amazing. Okay. We're not even getting. we're gonna get into this. Okay. The gore in Terrifier 2. Loved it!
Beautiful!
It literally, I was laughing in the theaters. I was rooting for the deaths. I loved it. I loved it. What did you think?
I actually loved it a lot. I thought the death scenes were perfect. I also love the homage, whatever, of Maniac. When the mother is she's trying to check the car out, and Art the Clown's there with a shotgun. Boom! Shotgun through the head! Head blown off! Right through the windshield. And also the scalping. Had a Maniac feel to it. Us horror fans know Maniac very well. And the tribute was fucking brilliant.
Yes, I agree.
Damien, you did it.
Also, I really, I want to put in there, a lot of people don't know, about Little Pale Girl.
Yeah, they call her Ghost Girl or Little Pale Girl. Get it right.
Little Pale Girl is, everyone's saying, she might be the victim of art or whatever. I don't think that.
No.
She is Satan herself.
Yeah.
You notice at the end of Terrifier 2, Victoria, if you've seen the first one, she was the final girl. And at the end, she poops Art's head out of her butt or whatever. And then her eyes turn the same color as Little Pale Girl. And if you notice, Little Pale Girl was the last one to walk away with Art's head.
See, her character, people say she's a ghost. I'm like, no. She's
not a ghost. No. She's Satan. She is Satan herself.
I feel like she was a victim of art, but somehow they picked her.
I don't think so.
Well, they picked her out of everybody. Maybe because she was young, and maybe.
But I don't think she was a victim.
Well, we bring her up a lot in the newspaper. She might influence something like Youth or Reborn, because all the other people he didn't give a shit about. This young girl somehow maybe helps him realize that Reborn. So I feel like in a way
he is, and he also regenerates.
Yep, his eye is right back in the back of his skull when he blew out in the first one.
He regenerates. He is actually a demon, and for those of you who have not seen, everyone says, "Oh, Art the Clown, he just got Terrifier, that's when he made his debut." No, correct. He made his debut in All Hallows Eve.
Watch it. It's free online. You're not that cheap. Come on.
You don't get any storyline, basically. But Art the Clown made his debut in All Hallows Eve. Which also makes a lot of sense to the plot of this.
His eyes glow too.
That's how you knew he was a demon.
His
because
eyes
he
glow.
only came out on Halloween.
I feel like it's the spirit of Halloween that brings him back because he doesn't return on December or January or
No,
April.
he only comes out on Halloween.
It's the spirit of
Samhain. But, yeah, dude, the fucking movie overall, you can hear us rambling all day about what we
The death
feel.
scenes were fucking gruesome.
They were amazing. If you guys love gore and anything like that, watch it.
It made Hostel look like a fucking Disney movie.
Serious. Okay, it literally, the gore, I have not seen gore like this in forever. And also, if you guys cannot handle gore or whatever, I understand. But for those of you watching, if you can handle gore, watch August Underground and a Serbian film.
The second one was on the ground.
Yeah, the second one's the best.
Not the third one.
Gore Central, okay? So for people who are like, oh, you know, like, I loved the movie, but the gore was a little bit too much. Get fucked. Seriously.
You're a pussy, Stan.
Don't call yourself a horror fan if you can't watch fucking gore. Get fucked. This is gonna probably be whatever. People are gonna
and
say
not for
what they're
nothing,
gonna say.
the final girl in this movie makes Laurie Strode look like a pussy. Like, I'm sorry. She was a badass. She actually gave Art the Clown the beating of his lifetime. And you know what? She was someone that had PTSD, so I'm all for it. I'm all about the final girl because final girls in the horror movies are what matter. And all these other final girls suck. She actually was a badass. I'm all for it. So even though she killed or decapitated, I'm not giving spoilers anymore. Fuck you.
There's no more spoilers. It's already out.
Yeah, fuck it. She fucked Art up, but you know what? She was a badass. Where Laurie,
I agree.
like in the you know, in a shitty movie we like to call it Halloween Ends.
Halloween sucks.
It does suck. It sucked. This girl was a final girl. She was perfect. The best final girl I've ever seen in years.
I agree. I totally agree on that. She was the last final girl I've seen in a long time to actually like put up a fucking fight, man.
And she really did.
And a battle scene, like, you want to talk about the battle scene where she's like so emotional and she's going in there battling Art and she's literally, there's numerous battle scenes with her and Art.
And Art's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and the last scene where she decapitates him, it's just like amazing. And the look in her eye when she's just, it's just like,
you don't want to fuck with this girl.
Pure anger. She's just like, ah, like
you do
this,
not
like,
want to fuck with her. You do not
I
want
love
to
it.
fuck with
I
this girl.
love it.
Michael would have never survived against this girl. Like, she was a badass. Like, I'm all for it. I'm all about the killers, but this final girl, she had my heart a little bit. Like, she was great. I wouldn't say much about the kid. He was a bitch, but you know what? That's me. I wish Art ate the rest of them. But you know what? That's me. That's me. But the death scenes compared to part 1, ruthless.
Yeah, everyone's saying they like part 1 better, and I'm like, bro, the only really, really super gory scene that they had
The
was just the hacksaw.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like everything else was child's play. Like, this one had death after death after death. And it was just like, you weren't bored with this movie. Like, it just kept going, you know?
From the first death, where he's like breaking this guy's teeth out of his head, he's breaking his skull, to, I don't know, scalping, and like, there's one scene where he actually rips apart this girl's leg, he takes her arm off, like, he is ruthless, like...
Ruthless. I agree with that word.
He turned a girl's head into
a candy bowl! And was like, trick or treat!
Like, Michael Myers wouldn't even touch this guy. Like, everyone's like, oh, Pennywise.
Listen, you're doing a little too much comparing it to Mikey. You know Mikey's my love, okay? Let's calm down now. But we're gonna say it might be similar to Mikey, but it is the best slasher that we've seen so far.
People will tell me, "Oh, Pennywise is the
In
best
years.
clown." I'm like, this guy makes Pennywise look like Mickey Mouse. Like, come on. Like
Art the Clown is definitely the best clown of all time. Pennywise has nothing on him. Absolutely
Pennywise,
not.
you almost had it, almost, but you failed.
Close, but no cigars.
The only thing you had is ripping off a little kid's arm. That's
literally
nothing.
it. And we waited years to see that because that was in the book. But the miniseries never let us see that.
And Damien said, sneak peek, there's more art to come.
Oh, there definitely is.
There's 2 more movies to come. 2 more. 2! Pennywise did it in 2, but we have 4. 4!
I also liked how, we don't know the backstory of the father.
That's true.
The father, I'm curious how they're gonna do Terrifier 3 because, it was really curious to me. You know, the father almost could foresee into the future, drew his daughter as like this warrior, that she was gonna conquer art somehow, and he encountered art at some point in his life.
Yes, he knows all about art. So how do we know that art didn't kill him?
You can't, because he wrote in the book.
I mean,
But still, it's very interesting how Damien made that. I love it. I love where he's going with this because it keeps us all guessing. It's almost like you can't figure it out. And I love horror movies like that. I love horror movies where like I can't figure out what the next thing's gonna be because I don't know what the next thing's gonna be.
How
I'm
do
like,
we know?
who is little pale girl? Is she Satan? Who is the father? Who is he? Like, where did he come from out of the blue? You don't know. And
how are they related?
As a big ass cliffhanger.
And how are they related?
And also, well, it's a curse on the family, obviously. There's something to do with the father. There's a curse on the family. And also, what did you think about the ending credit scene? She walks away with Art's head, and then Victoria is just like, same demonized, possessed. I think little pale girl took over Victoria.
Her eyes, like, literally went yellow.
Yes.
And Victoria would not have that.
I think little pale girl took over Victoria. That's just my opinion.
I feel like
that's my opinion on that.
It's gonna lead to, like, more movies, but, like, I feel like Victoria's gonna be a bigger role. I feel like she can do anything in the second one. I feel like the third one, she might have.
I think so too because the ending scene was with her.
She might actually resurrect Art. Either way, Art is coming back. And bless you.
Sorry, guys. Whatever. So
she's allergic to posers.
I'm allergic to like fake horror fans.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling. You know.
So
people that get squeamish during horror movies, but try to pretend that, you know.
Oh
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I knew it.
All right. Anyways, guys, back to normal. Yeah. Overall, I thought Terrifier was amazing.
10 skulls out of 10.
I think so. It was the best horror movie out in 2022. I'm just gonna say that it was the best horror movie that was ever put out in 2022.
Sorry, Michael. You didn't end it. You didn't make the cut.
No, you didn't, Mikey. And we love you, but you didn't make the cut.
To us, the ending was kills. That's to us.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you guys think? Did you guys love Terrifier? Do you not like it? Part 2. What are you hoping to see in the future with Art the Clown, Little Pale Girl? Like, I mean, even the main cast. Like, you know, we have people that survived that's part 2. What do you guys think? I would love to hear your comment box, you know. And always remember the subscribe button because we have a lot more content coming out.
And ring the little bell. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think. And yeah, was it Terrifier too much for you? I heard a lot of people keep in theaters over it.
People getting police out there. I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Putting the Jeffrey Dahmer, like, you know.
You know, like, I'm curious what everyone thought. Like, I loved the Gore, but apparently a lot of people couldn't handle it. You know, like, I want to know what everybody thought. Leave the comments down below. And yeah, until next time,
Stay dead.
You haven't done it right unless it makes your teeth decay. Cause food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. The grub is downright gruesome, but your appetite's obey. Cause food's a little